Need some coins for the God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for the safest and cheapest coins anywhere. Make sure you check out the solo grinding service as well. Use code Zirksee at checkout for a 10% discount on your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 most needed cards in Madden 19. Now, I want you guys to go into this and realize that, yes, some of these cards may be a little expensive, but I do believe that these cards will, 1, always be good in the game, obviously, as they are right now. 2, we'll be getting some substantial upgrades later down the year. And in general, for my team and how I've seen them play on everybody else's team, play amazing. So I feel like these are the top 5 most needed cards. Now, you won't actually need to go out and buy all of these cards. There are some cards on this list that you guys will have to earn, which I think kind of gives away at least 1, or maybe 2 of the players on the top 5 most needed list. But I hope you guys do enjoy the video. I get a lot of questions of people asking me, Zirk, who's your most needed player on your team? Who plays the best for you? So I figured, why not make a top 5 list, let you guys know some players I think you need on your team. If you guys want to see some more videos like this, let me know down below. Let's get right into it. So, starting off on the list, we're going to go from number 5 to number 1. Number 5 is Tyreke Hill. And obviously, for a reason. Tyreke Hill is one of the best speedster cards in the game with 93 speed. And also, I should tell you, every single player on this list that can be powered up, I highly recommend you go ahead and power them up and keep them all year long. Tyreke Hill with 93 speed, 88 jumping, 89 catch, 90 short route running, 93 deep route running, 89 spectacular catch. He also has a 93 acceleration, and he hasn't had an upgrade in a very long time. This is literally the preseason team of the week. So it's been about 2 months since he's had an upgrade, and I'm sure he'll get another upgrade very soon, maybe around like Christmas time or something. So Tyreke Hill, I feel like 110% is one of the most needed cards in the game. He's one of the best kick returners, punt returners, deep threat specialists, slot receivers. For me, even with my stacked team, he's still the number 4 receiver, and he's the backup slot receiver, and he gets in there quite a bit still, and I sub him in all the time. If you have any deep routes you want to run, like a deep cross route, a deep post, Tyreke Hill is going to be in the game for me because he just has electric speed. Even though he has 93 speed, there's cornerbacks, there's safeties nowadays that still have 93 speed now, or can get up to 93 speed with certain chem boosts. Tyreke Hill still burns them. And of course, Tyreke Hill all year long will continue to get some upgrades, and he is just one of the most electrifying players that I think you guys need on your team. Now, coming in at number 4 is going to be Lawrence Taylor. As you guys know, my pass rush consists of fully powered up Aaron Donald, fully powered up Khalil Mack, and I also have Mean Joe Green. Not to mention Kevin Green on the other side of Lawrence Taylor, and 110%, Lawrence Taylor is the best of them all. He comes in non-stop, gets crazy pressure. He's always making the stops in the run game, which I highly suggest you put Secure Tackler on him, so that when he does get in the backfield, he's guaranteed to get the tackle. This card is ridiculous. Not only can he do that in the pass rush game with 96 power move, 93 block shit. Yes, I do have John Madden, which I actually don't think I have one that boosts the power move on him. I can check on that again. But I do know for a fact that I do have pass rush. I believe tier 5, so he gets +2 to finesse move. Let me actually see. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I actually have any sort of John Madden boost on him. It's just going to be the pass rush. And he has 96 power move, 93 finesse move, 93 block shit, 88 speed, 92 excel, 92 strength. Not only can he pass rush, he's 6'3" with 88 speed. This man can cover with 71 catching. You can use him as a user card sometimes for some downs if you want to pretend to fake blitz, back him off, and he's super tall, even has good zone, well, decent zone at 66, more so you're going to want to use it, this card. And then, of course, the hit power of a 92. I imagine that I'll probably have this card for the rest of the year, to be honest. Lawrence Taylor is disgusting, unless we just get a much better card out. And then, of course, LT will get an Ultimate Legend at some point later in the year, and I'll end up picking it back up again, because this card is so dominating, even with, like, how good my defensive line is. LT is always the one that comes in and gets the sacks. Aaron Donald might get a sack or 2 a game. Khalil Mack gets like a sack. Mean Joe might get a sack. If they're getting that much pressure, I guarantee you LT has 2 to 3, maybe even 4 sacks, which some games he goes off for that much. And coming in at the number 3 most needed card is going to be Ricky Williams. This card is absolutely insane. Maybe the best running back in the game. The only reason I have him down at number 3 is because I know a lot of people might like some other running backs better. Personally, for me, and I've seen a ton of people use this Ricky Williams, like literally every single player you play against probably has Ricky Williams starting because he's so dang glitchy, man. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 agility, 96 carrying, 70 catching, 94 elusiveness, 89 truck, and 92 break tackle. This dude breaks so many tackles, trucks over everyone. Like, I gotta say, about maybe a month ago, I didn't really care for this card. It wasn't really doing much, but then something happened. I don't know what happened. Ever since I played Cookie Boy, this man has turned into a beast. He's been everywhere, breaking tons of tackles, spinning people out, and of course I have spin specialist chemistry on him. And the best part about the card is literally free. All you guys have to do is level up to get this card, and he's probably the best running back in the game. And then of course, next month come December, we're probably going to be getting new MUT levels, which means that Ricky Williams will probably be getting even more upgrades and become even more dangerous. Coming in at number 2, we have Randy Moss. I gotta go with Randy Moss, man. This dude is a beast. Now, even comparing him to my other wide receivers, which Calvin Johnson pretty much stacks up right up there with Randy Moss. I gotta say, Randy Moss and Calvin Johnson, I know Moss doesn't go for as much as Calvin, and they probably play about the same. I gotta say, they're probably about the same freaking card. Randy Moss, 91 speed, 92 jumping, 93 catching, 90 catching traffic, 97 spectacular catch with an 89 short route running, 91 medium route running, and a 96 deep. Not to mention, he also has 90 acceleration. So he is 2 accel slower than Calvin Johnson, but this card plays so good. Obviously, the run block is terrible, 42. But when it comes to straight up jump balls, I feel like Moss catches more than Calvin Johnson for me. High point fades, one-handed snags. I can always count on Randy Moss, and that's why I have him in the slot, because it's kind of a mismatch in the slot for me. And he's so good in the back of the end zone, high point fade, aggressive catch. He comes down with it a majority of the time, and it's Randy Moss, dude. He's freaking glitchy. He mosses people, and he'll continue to get some upgrades later down the year. Calvin Johnson as well. A pretty good card, but I do have to give the edge here to Randy Moss just because Moss is only a 91 compared to Calvin being a 94, and I feel like they basically play the exact same. And wait until Moss gets another upgrade, and he is going to be unstoppable. Was there ever any doubt who number 1 was going to be? It's Ryan Shazier, MUT Master Edition. I feel like every single player that I play against probably has this MUT Master Shazier card, and you can compare him to Deion Jones. Actually, kind of similar cards. But the thing is, I actually still have, and I'm sure you guys do too, if you actually completed my master already, you have extra collectibles in your item binder, and I'm sure you guys are wondering what it's going to be for. There's like a +2, a +1. I'm pretty sure my master Ryan Shazier, you're going to be able to upgrade at some point later in the year, maybe around even December time. We'll actually be able to take those collectibles and get Ryan Shazier up to like 98, maybe 99 overall, which is going to be crazy, because literally this card is the best user card in the game. If you have him, if you're going against Ryan Shazier, you already know if they have even a decent user, they're going to be all over the field. His jumping's insane, 90 speed, 91 excel, 6'1", 87 strength, 94 tackle, 95 play recognition with an 84 block shed, 94 hit power, even has 91 zones, so you don't even have to use it, this card. Not to mention, he also has a 92 agility, which is pretty big, catching of a 78, and a jumping of a 90 freaking 4. That's the biggest difference between him and Deion Jones, which I gotta say is pretty big when it comes to middle linebackers. The route you can pick off of Ryan Shazier is just ridiculous if you have a decent user. So, that is my top 5 most needed cards in Madden 19. Let me know down below your top 5 most needed. I also, honorable mention I guess I would say here, probably would be Michael Vick. Because Mike Vick is literally like so unstoppable, and sometimes he does throw some inaccurate passes, but I gotta say, once he gets another upgrade later in the year, he is going to be ridiculous, and then he always is like the first Ultimate Legend card to come out. So Mike Vick, honorable mention, but those are my top 5 personal most needed cards in Madden 19. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, let me know down below. I'll see you guys next time.